We're still on Dearth.
We are.
We're in, I guess.
So you guys have about half a minute before this power source reaches 100% capacity. You've made this circle on the floor to try to contain whatever comes out of it. You've done your ritual. Are you planning to let this thing explode, or do you want to just release it on your own?
We have to release it beforehand.
Okay,
Yeah,
you got to be standing like right there to do that. So,
but we don't want to be right next to it when it comes out because it might possess us. Maybe.
Well, hopefully the
Use one
circle
of your
stops it from doing things.
Floating heads or whatever.
Yeah, make the guy do it.
Yeah, Henry could do it. I wonder if Henry even has the capability. I guess we can give it a shot.
okay.
Depends on how easy it is to flip the release demon button.
This is tech use test for Henry.
Yeah, but the problem is he's not very good with tech use. He only has an intelligence of 15.
Well, you can have him try 3 or 4 times before the thing explodes. So
Yeah, good.
Can we give him encouragement?
I don't know. Could we assist this? I assume I could, since he's mine.
not unless you're next to him there.
Remote controlling him, or maybe
You're
telling
not
him to
remote
do good.
controlling either.
I don't think cKnoor can tend to do good because he doesn't have a fellowship
No,
score.
he doesn't have a. He's not a.
He's not. He
well,
doesn't have
let's see how he
emotions.
works. Let's see how he does the first test. Hey.
Are you sure you can't do this remotely?
1.
Icarus, what the fuck are you doing for the 5 minutes this was going on? Why didn't you set up a remote thing?
Try again.
I don't have that skill.
Nope. Okay. I'm gonna go do it.
Okay.
It's not great, but I'd rather us not die. So.
I like that plan.
It's a good plan. Yeah.
Tell him to do it good.
It's just a tech use test, but sure, do it good.
No, because if I do it wrong, it probably explodes. Because it also takes me a couple seconds to trundle over there. So we need this not to go bad.
4 degrees of success. You
I press eject demon.
Yeah, you basically do a graceful shutdown on the power source, which will release all of the energy that's pent up inside it. There's a big swirl of energy. All sorts of different colors explode through the air as the warp energy within this power source is released, and the demon within coalesces into a single creature.
I aim.
Yeah, probably everyone else would have been aiming here.
Yep.
Yep.
And it arrives within the material world.
Yeah, it's a power demon.
That size is wrong. My mistake.
You say he's a baby demon. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah,
okay.
it's only
Appropriately
teeth and
terrible.
claws.
So, you guys have initiative, so let me roll for all of you, and then I'll add the demon in afterwards if he's still there.
Look at this fucking guy.
Oh. Dang, Henry.
Anadar?
Would we have to roll for fear because it is a demon?
Yes, but I'm going to say you can at least, because you're preparing for this, you at least get your first shot, and then everybody rolls for fear and everything like that.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna
could-
shoot
you
it.
Say the ward is protecting us for a second before we realize there's a demon.
I'm going to say, before it's even a demon, you guys, as soon as it starts to take any sort of form at all, you
we
all
just put bullets
shoot.
into it.
Yeah, you all just start shooting, and then...
That makes sense.
Is there a bonus for it being a size?
It is 1 size bigger than normal.
Yeah, good. Okay, I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of it.
Vendegroth. I'm going to say that he had moved over here so he had a clear line to him.
Inferno pistols.
Oh, yeah, his Inferno pistols. That's that one. Primary hand. Okay, attack this. Hulking. Short range. Standard attack. And this one in the secondary hand.
How's that short range?
Short range is like,
It's really far.
yeah.
Well, like Inferno
That's
pistols don't have
impressive.
very long range, though.
No.
yeah, but that's
Short-
only like 5 or 6. That's not that long.
Short range for Inferno pistols is 5.
But he's
Alright,
just-
let me measure. Yep. No, that's 10. So actually that would have been long, but he would have hit anyway. Or it's standard.
It's
not
normal. Yeah.
he still would have hit. And same thing with this. It disappears. The demon disappears.
Yay!
And that's
Yeah,
the
so
last
wasn't that bad.
episode of that. 100%.
It's,
He dusted my hands off.
I'm gonna keep aiming and see if anything else reforms. Someone should check Marek and make sure that Marek hasn't been demonied.
It's this weird psychic bullshit stuff. Okay, no. Answer is no.
Nope. All that goes away. The power source is powered down at this point.
Marek, what's pi to 100 places?
Blood.
Oh,
Seems fair. Seems
Okay.
about right.
I don't know much about your human numbers, but that doesn't sound right.
Is
Think
Hull
Hulk.
actually checking him?
Are we still in initiative?
No, sorry.
No.
Holt might want. Yeah, Holt might want to take a look around.
Someone
Yeah,
else
I'll do-
someone
do an
else
aura
will
reading
do this
on Merrick.
pop culture question that only he would know. Like, who's Weird Al Yankovic or whatever.
Okay, well, I get to know everything there is about Merrick in terms of his mental and physical state, his psychic powers, and his corruption points.
Do you want to know
Oh,
that?
good. I'm crazy.
About
I'm crazy.
machine stuff.
I'm paranoid.
Yeah, you learn everything about him. He does not seem to be possessed by a demon.
Alright, well,
When Merrick gets to like 30 places in pi, I'm like, alright, I don't really care.
I give everyone a thumbs up. No demons here.
alright,
Okay.
we saved
Okay,
the STC,
pile up some more
possibly.
bodies while we look at this.
I'm going to
I don't
reload
think
my
we
gun.
really. So the thing is, like, we can come back and power that up and check it later. We don't have to check it right now.
Well, I'd like to know if it's corrupted, because I
Well,
assume
it can't.
we
If
can
it's
check
got
it.
no power, it can't do anything.
Well, that's why I wanted to root power from the rest of the ship.
But my point is, whether it's corrupted or not, since it doesn't have power right now,
It
we can
doesn't do
focus on
anything for
other
us.
things.
If it's corrupted, we have to destroy it.
Yes.
So we could
Absolutely.
destroy it right now.
Well, so Nogan, what's like the status of our incursion here? As in, we can't fight for much longer, right?
You know, you cannot. You
So
are
we need to
rapidly
get out of
running
here.
out of ammo.
Yeah. So we need to find a way, I guess, back to the teleport room and just teleport out, or we need to find another exit plan.
Yeah.
Marek, you're the map guy.
I think that we should also send a message off to the Mechanicus to let them know that we found this and to ask for some sort of backup.
Sure.
Well, the plan I think right now is definitely so we know the Skitarii are coming. We don't know who sent them or how many are coming, but if another ship does happen to warp into the system, we can have our ship like a Mechanicus vessel. We can have our ship notify them of what's going on and give them the coordinates of the city.
We should send a message. I think we should still send a message just because it takes nothing to do.
Oh,
And we
yeah,
should
no,
send a and we should send a message to the crew of
The
the ship.
Inquisition.
Those guys can whatever.
They know
The,
there's chaos here. We told them that. They said
The
deal with it.
Well,
The
yeah,
cr-
but that was before they knew that there was an STC here.
Can I remove an important part of this so that it can't be used while we're not here?
No,
Could
you
try.
cannot touch that. No, go away. I will slap you with all of my arms.
we should call the Silkworm and like get stuff ready because we're gonna have to organize something to do this properly next time.
Yeah.
Can we at least put a password on it?
We'd have
It
to power it
doesn't have
up.
any power.
You've got power.
Well, I'm pretty sure he used most of it teleporting us over here, right?
Yeah. Let me check how potential foil works.
Okay.
While I do that, you guys can do the rest of the
Someone's
thing.
typing real hard.
I am
Yeah,
typing
it's
to
not
Scoozle.
While this is going on, I'm going to send off messages to our ship and Mechanicus.
Okay. What do they say?
So to our ship, we're just letting them know that we will be inbound and to prepare for, get people ready to fight, basically.
Okay.
And then to the Mechanicus, I'm letting them know that we found
I
an
actually have a
STC
message.
on
I
this
have a
planet.
message.
Oh, well. I'll let Grunty.
Let me post this to you again, because
Okay.
it's all going to be in binary anyways.
Okay.
So Scoozle wouldn't be able to directly understand it.
He's just thinking
just a conduit.
010001 as
Yeah.
hard as he can.
Yeah, it's going to maybe take him a little longer, but
6 degrees.
I'm
of success.
removing a piece of this because I don't want them to reuse it to power this again.
I
with
will.
another demon.
Don't.
You are not. I'm pretty sure Merrick will break both of your arms.
He's distracted.
If I turn
Well.
around and that.
Someone has to roll deceit.
Yeah,
Is it deceit or is it
Taking a-
me being sneaky?
taking apart an STC means that it might not ever work again.
Yeah,
no, I'm
you
taking
weren't
apart
any
this
piece.
power source thing that was powered by a demon.
Well, it's got no. Okay.
Well, they
If
can
he's
put
doing
another
that,
demon
fine.
in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you messing with the power.
Them
source.
putting another demon in it is what I'm worried about. So if I disable it, they can't do that.
Don't touch anything that's got like warts or veins in it.
That's just general good advice, though. Okay, I'm gonna get my tea. You guys keep role-playing. I'll be right back.
Oh, even better. Take a bit out of it, put it on the floor, and shoot it.
I'm not shooting it.
To destroy it.
I'm gonna keep it.
Oh, you good. Brilliant. Definitely keep a thing that might be demon tainted.
Yeah, I'm not
Probably
sure
just-
you should really just be doing anything.
Probably
Just,
just
walk
put that
away.
on the floor and shoot it.
You don't want to be known for the man who
Harsh at this point. I think it's good.
deals with demons.
Where is Nugget? I have to go to contacts.
Yes. So,
Okay.
did you actually pull a piece off of that, IB?
I believe I did because I
Okay.
the tests.
Okay. Sure.
Alright, well, it's at this time that I'll let the party know that the Chaos Psychers are sending me messages.
Oh,
They're
good.
they're telling...
They're surrendering?
No, they're telling me that we need to surrender ourselves and they'll let us live. And they're trying to tempt me with power.
How's that working?
Interesting.
You already have power.
No, you took it
It's not working
apart.
very well right now.
You took it apart.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
But
Well,
they know where we are, and
Do they know where
they-
we live?
Okay, Grunty.
Well,
I got it.
they're aware that I sent a message to our ship.
So they might know where our ship is.
yeah, but their ship is fucking underground, so they can't
They
really do
might have
much about
another
it.
ship because
They
they
might
got
have
here
another one.
somehow.
No, because we would have seen that. We
Well,
scanned the shit out of this planet.
It could come into orbit now. Like
Yeah, possibly. But
Also, if they have good enough guns, they might be able to like shoot our shuttle as we're leaving or something. Because they
yeah,
know,
but
because they might know that we're planning on leaving at this point.
So
I
our
said
shuttle's
as
on the
much.
other side of the planet.
Yeah, like I'm just letting everybody know that
Regardless,
They
we
know.
need to get ourselves out of here. So what's our exit strategy?
Classic
to go
ruinous
back to-
powers, full of shit.
Is it to go back to the teleporter room and try and teleport ourselves out?
I would
I-
say that's our best option.
yeah,
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
As much as I am loath to leave.
Anything else you're doing here before you leave? Last chance.
Henry's hiding in a corner.
You're
I'm gonna
gonna
keep
be
an eye
a-
on the room.
Yeah.
That's over near where the laser pistols are leaving on conveyor belts and shit.
Well, wherever is best for a service skull to hide. I don't know where.
How are the last
in the
pistols still
rafters.
leaking on the conveyor belt if it's been powered down and everything?
Well, where they
That's
were.
where they are. That's where they were. There's still a conveyor belt with las pistols and shit on it.
Okay.
I put some of them in a bag because I know Merrick's going to want to look at them later when he's
Yeah,
got his
yeah,
head
we'll
on
take
straight.
a couple of those with us.
Okay.
So we
It's
can
not
look
just
at,
pistol. It's laser guns, laser pistols. A couple
yeah, so we can study the iterative process it's going through.
Okay. Is that it? You're leaving Henry,
I-
and that's
Yes, he's gonna hide and
You're
just
gonna
like
need a new
record
skull.
everything that's going on in here as best he can, and if he might
Okay.
die, that sucks. But
well.
someone
You
someone
guys-
has to watch this place.
Wait. We've got someone who's really good at hiding.
Okay, Anadar's gonna stay.
No, I'm not good at hiding. I'm good at sneaking. Is bullshit. It's for cowards.
Leave Icarus in the corner.
No, Marcella's really good at hiding. She can bury
Yeah.
him properly. Because concealment
Yeah,
is also
good,
hiding things, not just being hidden.
I'll roll a concealment on Henry over in the corner.
She'll go pour some
There we
feathers
go.
on him or whatever.
On Marcella, you mean?
Oh, well, I'm hiding Henry.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
so
are
that's
helping
what it's about.
Henry.
Marcella is hiding Henry in the corner.
She
Gotcha.
just like drags some bones over him or something. I don't know.
He's like,
Okay.
this is what I would do if I was hiding. Me, me, me.
Half a
Whatever.
liver here and there.
Yeah, whatever birds do.
Okay.
Builds him a little nest. Sits on him.
Okay. Yeah, you guys hide Henry as best as you can into the corner. So you're leaving. You're trying to get back to the teleportarium.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, you guys make a fighting retreat through the ship and
Can you put Henry on silent before
taking
we
the
leave?
shortest path possible.
Yeah, that was his goodbye boop. He was like, "Bye."
Okay.
That's really sad that it's his goodbye boop.
Goodbye forever.
Well, no, it's not as. He doesn't know. We don't know that.
Me
Well, he
too.
can't broadcast anything to us, he's just here. And
Yeah, but we're coming back. I'm not
Yo.
leaving this STC. We're coming back. It's just going to be with like 1,000 guardsmen.
Okay, so you make it to the teleportarium. There's still troops chasing you down through the hallways. You've done your best. You encounter a few more psychers along the way who put up a good amount of resistance, but you blast your way through all of them. And now you're in the teleportarium, and we'll say Merrick has done his best to seal the doors here. So where are you? Where are you planning to go? What are you doing?
I think we need to go back from whence we came, right?
That's yeah.
I mean, it
the only
depends on
place
how
we're capable.
where you think you can easily.
It seems like the best place because there's already one there. You know
I
where
could
it
I could
is.
send us anywhere, but I have to know the coordinates, and the only coordinates I know are the other teleportarium.
yeah. I think that's going to be the best shot and hope that they're not all going to be there, all the bad dudes are going to be there.
And then we're going to have to set up people on that end because they know where
Yeah.
to do.
When you said the psychers were trying to tempt you, how many psychers are there? Do you know roughly? Like how many different psychers is trying to tempt you and stuff?
Scoozle, you couldn't really tell. Obviously, more than one or two, but one sounded a lot stronger, louder than all the others. But there was a, minimum 4 or 5, maybe more, maybe you're not sure.
Yeah, couple.
Classic ruinous powers, full of shit.
Okay. So you're going back to the other teleportarium. That's the only place you know.
Well,
It-
that is the only place we know, right? I don't understand how we would be able to go anywhere else.
I
if
mean,
we
you
are.
you could attempt to. That's the only
Yeah.
place you know for sure.
Yeah, I could just enter some random numbers if you want to.
No.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
I think
Let's look up
that-
in the warp. That'd be fun.
I've had enough fun with teleporting to know that random numbers ends up with you stuck in walls, and why it's really funny for that to happen to someone else. I don't want it to happen to me.
Agreed.
Okay. Well, you guys teleport yourselves back to Engel in their teleportarium. Are you going by yourself, or are you taking the dead body of Nicholas with you?
I'll take it, 'cause
He's
I think-
here. I guess we could bring him with
Yeah,
us.
I'll bring him.
Probably should.
Okay.
Although
They'll
the king might
they'll be
think
less
we killed
inclined.
him.
Well, they'll be less
I
inclined
can
to think
prove.
that
I
if we
can prove
actually-
that. We'll shoot everybody else with our guns and go, see, none of these match. Basic forensics.
Okay.
No shooting.
You take him, and you all arrive back in Angle on the, or underneath Angle, on the teleportarium pad.
Is anybody
Uh,
there?
Can we communicate to our forces above to get the hell down here and secure this area immediately?
Well, I mean, the problem
Send a
last...
psychic message, or
Yeah, I mean, the problem last time was that we still have, like,
Don't we have
no...
Fox?
Well, we have no power to teleport people through. We
Yeah,
have to
but
use
they
American.
can teleport to here. We know that for
I don't
sure.
have a
No.
teleport thing.
We don't
They
have to
can
They
teleport
can
to here.
teleport to here.
Yeah.
Oh,
We need to
yeah.
secure this place so they don't teleport more people in here.
Yeah,
I'll
like
probably teleport somewhere else, but sure, I see what you're saying.
you could. Well, how do you plan on? Are you just going to put a shit ton of guards in the room, or?
I mean, that's
I think we have
basically all
to.
we can do.
some guards, maybe a murder servitor or 2 or 10.
So keep in mind you have a limited number of shuttles. So moving people of your own down from
Well,
your ship
we've
is going
got
to take
some
a while.
upstairs already because they were
You have a couple.
guarding.
Yeah, you have a few.
So
Not
we
enough.
get
So
those down.
you also have military people from the actual
Exactly.
country you're with. You know.
Although
I
their
mean,
technology
so
is not really up to snuff.
Let's recap. So the prince went to the other ship with the, what was it, the succession?
No,
Well, no,
no.
he's-
We think he was taking them to somewhere safe, and the other
was
dudes who were coming
intercepted.
to get them just stumbled upon him and went, oh, and then took him and killed him. And
Oh,
Yeah.
it's mind controlled.
Yeah, but the papers the prince took were important because they...
They allowed Kremark to have basically political control of Angle.
Yes.
Yeah, so the problem now that they don't have those papers are what exactly?
So
The-
it's it's a big political thing where the other country can now claim that the two countries are actually one and sort of begin coming in, and basically the general populace of the country is going to say, well, you know,
We're already
what the fuck,
losing the
we're one
war.
country. Yeah, you know, pretty much.
They have all this paperwork. Just let it go.
Yep.
so how good is the captain at sweet talking people?
Probably not the whole country good.
Is there any way you can communicate? I mean, I guess we could take over every system.
Well, I mean, it's still like the succession papers, right?
Yes.
So the king's still the king.
But
Well,
he wouldn't
no,
be the king
these
of
are-
a country.
these
There wouldn't
are-
be anywhere
these
for
are-
him to be king of, right?
These are not succession papers. Secession, like the country
secession.
split. The country
Oh.
split, and that's basically what this is. They're trying to say the countries were never split. We're still one country, and stop this war, basically.
Oh, interesting. Well, I can work with that. That's
Why
fine.
would Chaos want to stop a war? That seems weird.
Because they gain control of the rest of it. Like,
Yeah.
unless you're a Cornate, like, it's totally cool with not fighting as long as you're still gaining more
Yeah.
power.
Besides, they're busy training new psychers and stuff. Like, it's not like they probably want to build up a proper force before they do anything else.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Let's go upstairs and tell everyone the sad news about the prince, and call down people to guard that room.
Okay. You go. Excuse me a second. I'm going to sneeze again.
I want to call Halt off to one side
Okay.
while everyone else is going upstairs.
What's up?
Okay.
I want you to check this piece of thing for any demon infestation that I stole.
Probably should have done that earlier.
I do
Alright.
want barracks now.
What would I even roll to see if something is chaos tainted?
Sign of science, I would say. Well, with the piece of the, with the piece of the power source that IB has stolen, no, it doesn't seem like it's got any sort of residual demon powers lurking within it or anything like that.
That's good. All right, let's go upstairs.
Alright.
Okay. You guys head upstairs. You talk to the king. You talk to his guards. You explain everything that happened.
I give him the dead body of his son the hand to like make sure he cradles it in his arms.
Yeah, he starts crying and wailing about it. Incredibly sad. Everyone's incredibly sad.
Yeah.
How could this have happened? You guys explained about the teleportarium and everything. They are rather incredulous. They don't, they've never heard of this sort of technology or anything like that.
Well, we just came from fucking space.
Yeah, right.
We
They
know
haven't heard
about
of
it,
a lot
alright.
of technology. The other country has a chaos infestation. We're gonna sort it out, and unfortunately, there's been casualties that shouldn't have happened, but they have happened. So we need to deal with what's going on right now.
It's me.
And we should give the prince a proper burial, but not right now. So take that body somewhere else.
Yeah,
You're really bad at dealing with grieving people, aren't you?
No, I'm really good at it.
Oh.
What are you doing? Concealing.
I was gonna say if anybody's next to me, they could hear the telltale click of my helmet taking a picture. The man and his son. I'm like, this is for later. Mm.
Okay, you take a pic of the grieving king with his
Put it
dead
on
son.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
Put that on.
Okay, so they'll
that's
take
Twitter.
care of all of that. Meanwhile, the rest of the war and everything is still going on. So what's your plan here?
Well, Marek, what kind of power do we need to teleport people into the ship and actually take it over properly?
I think we just need to go to the actual place or something.
We are not fighting our way through a city if we can help it. That's insane.
Yeah, can we set up
especially
an
not a
actual
war-torn
power source
city.
that doesn't involve?
If we
Set it
bombard
on
the city,
fire.
would it destroy the ship underneath the city?
Most likely no.
Also, we don't know the way down. We'd have to assault in a city during wartime and then try and find a way down, and that's no.
Yeah, we should find a way to power the thing properly.
I don't.
Yeah.
The question is whether they are like. Well, we can't use anything from the ship. Obviously, our ship is not made to land. I glance sideways at the captain as I say this. And it's not like I can just drop a really big power cable, so I guess it depends if the city can handle the power of the teleportarium. I could probably, with enough time, hook them up and like transfer of power. It doesn't really matter how old the tech is. It's electricity. Like it,
Well, you
we've
could
always
power
used
it.
the same way.
Could you not make something that gives us like as much power as you do, even if only briefly?
Well, that's the
I
thing,
mean,
though.
so,
If we're going to invade, it needs to be active for a very long time. That's
Yes.
way more power than I could provide. I was able to send 6 people over, like, and power it for 30 seconds. We're talking about, like, hundreds of people.
No, I guess we've
That
got
is
like
beyond even my August capabilities alone.
we've got like 14,000 people on the ship, right?
No,
Well-
4T.
We've got even more.
Plus the golden egg.
Yes, but also we need to leave our ships operational in case
Is the golden egg
I mean-
designed to land on planets?
No.
no void ships are.
Yeah, no ships are.
Okay, so basically, you need to figure out where we can find
A, if
enough
they have
power.
enough power at all.
No, well-
And B, I need to hook it up.
There's
Well,
no,
I mean-
there's no A or B about it. You have to find a power source that we can hook up to the teleportarium so we can push a bunch of people through.
I can't just conjure one out of thin air, Captain. If
No,
there's not
I'm
enough
just
power,
saying.
there's not
I'm
enough
just
power.
saying that's your mission. That you need to figure out what to do. The rest of us have other things we need to sort out, and that's what you need to figure out.
Before Merrick gets sucked into that forever, I need him with me on the ship briefly.
Onto
what?
your ship?
Yeah. Well, I could do it here, but I would prefer not to. But I need him to lend me a hand.
Well, I mean, going up to the ship takes time.
Well, we got to
Not
send the
that long.
shuttles up anyway to keep ferrying dudes down.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So, what's your plan with bringing dudes down? Are you just bringing like most of your crew? Keep in mind, they're not really trained for war or anything like
Yeah,
that.
that's the thing. Only our security team
yeah,
is going to be of
secu-
any use in combat.
Well,
basically.
so the idea is that we'll assault the ship again, but properly this time, as like an actual assault. So we need our murder servitors, and then based on
We should also
the amount
move the ships too, so they can't
Yeah.
teleport to them.
based on the amount of people that we saw when we just ran through the ship, and the assumed, because we did get like a ship map, right, or something similar to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like we should be able to figure out about the amount of men that are on the actual ship and what kind of force we'd need to assault that.
Keep in mind that's just a ship, and I mean it's a big ship. It was a battle cruiser sized ship. There's also an entire city on top of it, and apart from an entire city on top of it, there's an entire country with multiple cities in it.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not too worried about that.
Okay.
I mean, because they're just low tech humans, and also
Well-
if we can take out the leadership, we can probably hold the ship long enough to.
Like, we can bombard everywhere else from space
Yeah.
if we have to.
I think we should do that anyway.
The king said no.
He said his own
Bombarding an
country.
entire country.
Well, I mean, no. So
bombarding an
country.
entire
No.
country is going to cause irreversible ecological damage.
Yeah, and
just
we
saying.
don't bombard a planet that I plan to take over, first of all. Second of all, as soon as we start bombarding that city or that country is going to start bombarding the other country, which we want as few missiles as possible to fly if we can
They
help
probably
it.
have nukes at this level of technology.
I'm sure they have. Regardless, they have something, and that's why I'd rather do a surgical strike on the
Yes.
on the leadership, because the issue too isn't if we can get the papers back, then we'll be back at the status quo, and if we can take out the chaos leadership, this country suddenly has the edge because we're helping them.
Yes. I think our objective is either to find and destroy the Chaos leadership on the ship, assuming they're there, or to cut the ship off from Primark.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, we need to take the ship, and we need to deal with chaos because we've been told to by the Inquisition. And in my mind, that means assaulting the ship.
Yeah,
But
I think
with
and
murder
assaulting the
servitors.
ship means using the teleportarium.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, how would we get to the ship?
Exactly.
Basically, what we need to do is set up a forward operating base in the other teleportarium, a place where we can send out our coordinate and send out our raids from ferry supplies to like we're gonna have to do like a beach landing, except it involves teleporting instead of boats.
Yeah, so we need to protect our teleportarium, in quotes. and
Which we do by securing theirs. I mean,
yeah,
assuming
but
they
we
don't
need. So you need to find us a power source, basically, and we need to start shipping down the murder servitors, and I need to go through and see what actual soldier resources these guys have here, because I'd much rather use these the soldiers that are actually already on the ground than try and take people from our ships, because like Nuggin said, they're not really, most of them aren't for fighting, so why waste them?
Do they have good enough
Also,
weapon
we still don't know
technology?
what the Skitarii are going to do, so I would rather not leave all of our ships undefended.
Yeah. I mean, weapons are secondary, bodies are more important. We've got murder servitors.
We only have so many.
Yeah,
Plus
we can
they-
always make more.
You don't have to program into the murder servitors not to kill the soldiers from here
I
as
mean,
well.
Yeah, you
Well,
can't.
if we're just
Yeah.
going to release them into the enemy ship, it doesn't matter.
No, I mean we're gonna do a normal ship strike. We've done this several times before. We know how to do that.
We should get Sigmund to bring better stuff. Like if he can bring 1,000 las guns or something
Yeah.
for us to start equipping there, Like the
That'll take
people,
weeks,
the
though.
natives troops.
It can, yeah, but
Yeah,
we
it
don't
could
know how
take
long
weeks.
this is going to take.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless, everything's dependent on the power source anyways. If it takes a week to set up the power source, then it takes a week to set up the power source. That means we, regardless of what actually happens, we can't do anything for a week. And that means we can bring down whatever shit we want, basically. So, find me
Well,
a
I'm going to
power
need
source.
you. I'm going to need you to convince the king to allow me to liaison with their. They won't be tech priests, I suppose. They're engineers. I don't know what the word they use for it is, but I need to be able to have access to their power grid to see if this is even possible. And obviously, the king has to give us permission because this could potentially use up the majority of the power they're creating.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I'll deal with the king. That's fine.
All right. Well, you have to do that. I'm
Yeah.
not just going to tap into his power network and get us.
You just start doing that.
America's
deal with
learned
the
so
king.
little from Anadar so far. I gotta step it up. Caring about consent and ethics.
Yeah, that's not your problem. That's my problem. Just find me a power source, and I'll talk to you. I'll make sure it works. Like, that's easy.
We all have a saying that it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. And,
Yes, but I don't want to offend this machine spirit of their
Why would
reactors.
Eldar ever ask for forgiveness?
Well,
Or permission.
What machine spirit are you talking about?
in
I
their
didn't say I
reactors?
lived by it. I just said that's a phrase we've got.
Their
What-
power
what's-
generators, Captain?
Well, then don't.
But then I need permission.
You don't need permission from the fucking king. You've got permission from me.
I need.
I'm the highest
I'm just
fucking
gonna
authority
grumble.
here.
I'm just gonna grumble and roll off.
No, you're coming with me to the ship.
Yeah, well,
No, he's got to be down here to get power.
Nope.
no,
stay-
we,
go to the
we
ship.
we can go to the ship real quick because I need to direct the transport of the murder servitors and whatnot.
No, you don't.
And he has to talk to all of his dudes as well. and
Anadar
also-
needs me on the ship,
yeah,
Captain. This
it'll
kid
take-
So
goes-
I can start on the generators
Holy
down
shit.
here.
Not this again. First of all, find me a fucking power source. We know what the time frame is. Then we can worry about whatever Anadar wants to do, because that's secondary. And then, once we know what the time frame is, we can... I mean, getting down the murder servitors is something Vendigrot does anyways. That's not your business.
So you're going to have Merrick talk and organize his dudes one at a time through sending messages to Holt and getting them to relay stupid messages to the astropaths instead of him going up there and taking an hour to talk to them directly and start organizing his team.
Yes.
Well, seeing as me and Merrick are going to get on the ship and do this properly,
I mean, in this case, I'll defer to the captain because, like, if this is not. If that's what he wants to do, this is not particularly a.
We need to figure out what the time frame is first.
That's
Regardless
fine.
of what...
This isn't going to take that long. Let me just.
Yeah, I'm not saying stay down here forever. I'm saying let's figure out if it's even possible, because otherwise we need to figure something else out.
All right.
And we
well,
need to figure out if it's possible as soon as possible.
right, I'll just go
I
up
need
the
to-
ship and do it myself then, that's fine.
You can always ask Icarus for
you
help.
are not known for your patience, are you, Anadar?
Nope.
All right. Well,
Does that mean I get a pain token from Anadar?
You haven't caused me any problems.
Okay,
Wow.
so who is doing what right now?
Assisting
I
with power.
guess I'm trying to figure out if I can even draw enough power from their grid to power the teleportarium for an extended period of time.
And I'm talking to the king about what the plan is and what's happening and why he should do what I'm suggesting.
Okay, make a tech use test then for Merrick while he's checking out the power grid.
Whoa.
Assisting.
Okay, cKnoor, if you're trying to, what are you doing with the king? You're trying to just charm him about the.
Exactly.
Using their
I want to make sure that he lets me do basically boss everyone around to mount this attack on this underground ship.
Canoor
where-
wants temporary dictatorial power.
Kind of, or rather, I want to put it forward in such a way that I'm suggesting that it's actually his idea. And
Okay,
I'm helping him.
Just go ahead and make a charm test.
Yeah, I have to find my... Here we go.
4 degrees of success. Merrick, you believe that, it's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough. But within a week or two, you might be able to rewire the city in such a way that you can power the teleportarium in the ship down below. However, I mean, this is going to their technology is so primitive as far as anything you've seen. This is going to completely take the entire city's power source, and it's probably going to burn out their grid. You may be able to keep this thing powered for like a day, and then that's it. And their entire city is going to be burned out after that. They're going to have to completely repair their infrastructure.
I sent you a message on Skype, nothing.
That's
Yeah,
kind
I
of...
Captain.
I'm not saying that's good, but the idea that it would take a week to rig up and it would burn out their power source probably means that our opponents can't teleport people around as much either. Like, they can't fill, say, the ship under our city with a bunch of dudes because they would burn out whatever they're using.
Unless they have more power sources, demons.
Yeah, unless
demons.
they have more demon power sources, which they may have. But
We didn't
only
notice
detect
anything like that in the room, though, did we?
No, and I think...
No, but there's nothing that precludes them from hooking.
No, but
Yeah,
I
like
think
it could be somewhere else.
Didn't Holt say he only thought that there was that one, at least in the vicinity of where we were?
Right,
That's
but that
the only
doesn't
one
mean
there,
they
yeah.
can't make another one or bring another one in.
Yeah, like
Well,
they could just
who
have
knows
some
how many they
above
have
ground.
up in the city?
Well, so you're saying you wouldn't be able to scan above the city from where you were?
Not
I mean,
down
he
to the ship,
definitely,
no.
he definitely could not scan the
Okay.
entire city.
No,
Maybe
no,
not even the entire ship, even.
Is there no way we could get like a generator from our ship that would be able to produce extra power?
Not enough.
Not on that order of magnitude. We may be able to bring a couple of down that could power their hospitals or something while their grid's burned out.
That's
but,
probably a nice thought.
I need to roll for the king. Even with that, cKnoor, you still... He still likes you. You're still helping anyway. He's distraught from the loss of his son, a bit listless. So, letting him... he's perfectly okay with sort of being suggested on what to do with just about anything at the moment. His normal advisors are still a little hesitant, like, who you're listening to these outsiders, and he's like, well, they're trying to help us, so he's okay with whatever you're trying to do.
I also want to monitor whatever, like, the other country, if they're doing, like, a media blitz or something, saying, like, hey, the king here is not actually, we have this paper now, so we're one country.
So it's not been very long yet. It's barely been a day
I'm just
so far,
saying,
but you'll keep an eye out for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan has Anadar go up to the ship. Well, go ahead if you want to tell him what you've done when you come back.
I walk back into the room and let me just add it. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. That's the one. That's the good stuff.
He has a fancy hat on.
I walk back into the room with 6 arms.
I ready my
Captain.
gun.
Captain, you made me miss that. I hope you recorded that, Anadar.
I did. I knew you wouldn't want to miss it.
I sigh.
Okay, so, you probably want to make sure that you've, at least when we're in company of,
Anyone?
yeah, you hide 4 of those.
That's not like the only thing I've got. I've also got like a really long vertebrae that I can slither around on.
Can I shoot him?
I mean, why would you?
Yeah, why
He
would
is
you?
a
Because
mutant.
he's an abomination.
I'm not a mutant. No, this is mutation, idiot.
He's just a Dark Eldar. I
Yeah.
mean, no, he's just an Eldar.
I suppose we could make 4 of them look like servo limbs, then he wouldn't be that different than me.
I start doing the robot going. See? It's like
Okay,
mecha dendrites, but
You don't
natural,
have to
just
go out of your way to discuss people.
regular dendrites. That's no problem.
Holt gets a message from your ship for Merrick. Merrick, it is from another one of your tech adepts. His name's Jeremiah. And he lets you know that he found something a bit strange. They're, in sort of their outgoing communications and whatnot, your actual mechanical communications and computer systems. He found something that looks like a picture of the engine room, where you were having it monitored for messages and whatnot. But it seems that the video feed from it, it's a video feed. It seems to him like it's been altered in some way. Like someone's tampered with the video.
Interesting.
It's probably not a problem.
Yeah, he can send the he can have one of your ship psychers send the images down. You can show it to him, or he can actually come up and take a look if you like.
The thing is, like, even if I would be able to identify that the image is doctored, I would need the ship's cogitators to try to for lack of a better term, reverse the image doctrine. Try to figure out what they manipulated. So I'm gonna have to go to the ship to get a better look at this, Captain.
Yeah, I mean, now that we have a time frame, do what you need to do. In the meantime, I'm gonna start shipping down some murder servitors.
Okay.
Setting up a proper perimeter defense.
And we'll get everybody to start bringing down the resupply stuff so everyone can get all the stock.
And we should see if we can get Sigmund to get us some more equipment to procure for us on your behalf.
Yep.
Okay, what do you want Sigmund to get?
I mean, if you could work some of your connections and we could get some guardsmen, that would be nice. Just straight up a company of guardsmen.
I mean, I'm not sure we have enough. I guess maybe hang on.
We might.
Securing the planet like this?
It wouldn't be
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be to secure the other part of the teleportarium and surrounding area.
Yeah, which is basically the most important bit of this planet.
Get a proper drill sergeant to start training people.
It is possible to purchase a company of guardsmen.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Yeah, but can they get here in time?
Well, that's all about Sigmund.
Yeah. They'll probably get here. I mean, it depends.
Is there enough room on the whatever it is Sigmund's flying these days?
You'd basically have to purchase a barracks for the ship to, bring them there.
I guess you could.
That's just something we should do anyways. We need more guys.
We can send a message and see if he can find some and how much it would cost. Because I can always make the decision to buy or not buy.
I know it's in the book. I just don't know where, and I don't know if it's on a little spreadsheet.
Say in the
Oh, in other news, Holt, have the Chaos Psychers been in contact with you? Have they tempted you some more since we left?
No, you haven't had anything since you've been gone.
Have they been tempting Marek?
Marek's
I can't. Well, I don't know. I can't send. I may be able to receive telepathic messages.
You can receive them the exact same way anyone can, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, even regular people could, but it's rare.
They could probably talk to me if they wanted to.
If you had to, you could organize an actual ship, maybe the Arbites might know some people who might be coming over this way and could drop off some Imperial Guard as they go by.
Or Arbite forces are also more heavily armored than the just random ass people we have here in Angle.
Well, let's see what we can get and then make some choices. I'm gonna send out some feelers and questions.
Okay, so Sigmund, get your message. He's going to head over to Damaris. Let's see where he actually is right now. I think he's probably at Sigmund's Folly. Yes, he's at Sigmund's Folly. He's going to go to Damaris and see what he can muster for you, and then he will let you know. So they'll move over there. It's going to take him a few days, so...
Yeah.
Colonies, acquisitions... So I make my we can. That's like a thing we can look up in between sessions. I will make my way back to the ship and take a look at these doctored video feeds.
Okay. Well, you look at the doctored video feeds. It's the video that Simon was supposed to be taking to monitor the, the engine where the radiation was coming from, and it told you that the Skitarii are coming. Looking at it right now, you don't see any sort of pattern in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's to your heavily trained eye, it's clear that the footage has been doctored in some way.
All right, I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna start running some stuff through the ship's main cogitator and see if between my experience and just the raw processing power, I can get anything out of it. Obviously, probably can't completely reverse it, but maybe see they washed out something that looked like maybe it was writing here, so I don't know.
Okay. Go ahead and make a tech use.
Maybe, let's see, tech use to put it in the machine, and then maybe, logic to... Why does it keep, saying that my roll... Error in body of roll.
Yeah.
This happened last time, too, and now... this time, but I don't like that.
2 degrees of success.
Nice.
And your fate pointing it.
That's also not good enough, but there's nothing I can do now, so...
Well, 1 degree of success, or 0 degrees of success now. So, the cogitators start working on it, and after a few hours, they give you the best of the reversed feed that they can get. There's some... Looking at it, it seems like there's definitely another message in binary within the video here. The top part of it says something that it's still blurred and messed up, and the video's been too messed up to this point that the cogitators can't understand it. The bottom part, however, seems to be a timer that is counting down. It looks like it's about 3 weeks from now.
Curious. And just to be sure, I'm going to go ahead and check on the injury right now in person to see if there's not anything going on there now.
Okay. No, you don't. Looking at the engine, you have to use your Auspex to check the radiation and everything coming from it. But no, whatever timer was there or whatever message was there is gone at this point.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sync the timestamp on the video with that timer, so I have a live. I now know what the timer would be.
Sure.
And I'll keep that on my data slate or wherever, so that we have a live timer. So how long ago was the video feed?
The video feed was just from yesterday. It was
okay.
brand
So
new.
we still have approximately 3 weeks.
So this video feed is from where?
So it's basically a representation of the scans of our auspexes on the engine, because someone was spelling out messages using basically they were reorienting radiation shields to let out small bursts of radiation to transmit a binary signal, and then the binary.
So our engine has a countdown on it.
It did. It doesn't currently. The message displayed a countdown. Yes. I assume it's connected with the message that the Skitarii are coming. What bothers me, Captain, is someone doctored the feed. So again, we may have problems with traders.
Yeah, but did someone doctor the feed to add the countdown, or did someone doctor the feed to...
No, they doctored it to cover it up.
Why would you cover it up?
Don't want us to know when they're coming.
Don't want us to know when whatever is
Why
going
would
to
they
happen.
send the message in the first place if you're going to cover it up?
Because maybe they weren't the ones who sent the message.
Yeah, the person who covered it up, assumingly, isn't the person requesting the message.
How would they know about the message?
Because
To
I
cover
had
it up.
people on my team monitoring the engine to see if more messages came on. Like Simon was the one in charge of it, but I doubt he was doing it 24/7. So I will ask Simon, who's been assisting him with monitoring the feed.
You actually can't find Simon.
Wait, Simon was the traitor all along?
Is Simon dead? Did he get
That's
murdered?
interesting. Simon's actually relatively high up, so I'm going to ask around and ask how long he's been gone, because he's kind of important.
It's been...
And also why I didn't get a message about Simon being gone.
No one's seen him in, about half a day. It's been a couple hours. Guessing by your time, looking at this video, it's near around the time the feed ended, actually, on it.
So it wasn't Simon that sent me, it was a different guy who sent me this.
Jeremiah.
Do you know what this sounds like?
End of the episode.
A cliffhanger.
Yeah, it does.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Bye,
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Wait,